Okay, cherry tree removal part 2. I cut all that stuff up today, all the branches, and went into the trunk a little bit. For just a moment, let's go around here and I'll show you why I had to remove that nice cherry tree. I'm glad I was able to get in there and get after it. Picked up a cheap electric chainsaw on Amazon. That's perfectly good for any suburban stuff, but these were the 3 branches that were sticking out of the top. There's part of it right there, but check this out. That's why this was infested with ants. I hope you can hear me. And that's the center of the tree right there. Any one of these branches would have come down and landed on somebody in the family or part of the buildings or something. Yeah, not good, man, not good. So here, check it out. Yeah, either the tree's got to go. I mean, that's it. You know, we get winter gales that blow in here in the storms and shit like that. Yeah, this would have snapped right off and took out the gazebo, maybe even part of the house, or landed on somebody in the family. That was full of earthworms and cherry pits and rot from the last how many years? But here's the, you can see how far down that goes. It goes into here too. This ain't quite so punky, but this sure as hell is. I'm glad I was able to get a saw and start taking care of this business right here. And I got a comment, somebody didn't like the fact that I wanted to cut down a living tree, but let's roll this around over there a little bit. But yeah, either I cut this out or maybe lose a wife or one of my kids, you know. So that's cherry tree removal part 2. Next up will be the really hard part, is getting these roots out of here. I want to get as much of this wood out of the ground as I can because of the ants like to live in that shit. So later on.